The Pangani was a four-masted barque of the German shipping company Laeisz of Hamburg and was one of the shipping company's well-known ships, the so-called Flying P liners. She was the first of a series of 8 four-masted barques of the shipping company, which proved to be the most economical tall ships of their time. Over a period of 23 years, the 8 sisters, Pangani, Petschili, Pamir, Peking, Passat, Pola, Priwall, and Padua, today Krusenstern, were built. Although not all were built according to the same plans, their appearance was almost identical. The sailing ships were characterized by their robustness, high speed, and reliability. The 8 sisters were not the first four-masted barques built for the Laeisz shipping company. In 1892, the Geestemünder shipyard Jo.C. Tecklenburg launched very similar ships, the Placilla and the Pisagua, each with a gross register tonnage of around 850, which can be seen as the model for the 8 new ships that followed. They all have in common the design of 3-island ships, raised decks at the front, aft, and midships that cannot be passed from the sides, and their use in the saltpeter trade around Cape Horn. The Pangani was built at the Johann Karl Tecklenburg shipyard in Geestemünde as the 3rd four-masted barque for the Laeisz shipping company as a 3-island ship with 3054 GRT made of steel and was launched in January 1903. She was named after the river and the town of Pangani in northeastern Tanzania, which was once a seat of colonial administration in German East Africa. On the 1st of March 1903, the newly built ship Pangani was towed from the Geeste to Hamburg. When the tug wanted to avoid a steamer that was aground below the harbor of Hamburg, it ran aground itself and lost its mast and half of the wheelhouse. The Pangani collided with the steamer, smashed into the bulwark, lost her starboard anchor and chain, and drifted onto the Altonaer guide dam, where she struck the beacon on top of it. To repair the damage, she had to be docked at Stulken shipyard. A short time later, the Pangani was able to take on her first cargo, consisting of 350 cubic meters of general cargo, 383 tons of other cargo, and an additional 800 tons of ballast. She made her maiden voyage under Captain Julius Schmidt. On the 14th of April, she passed the Dungeness Lighthouse off the English county of Kent and reached Valparaiso on the 15th of June 1903 after 61 days. Like most ships in the Laeisz fleet, she was used on the saltpeter voyage to Chile, which was her only voyage. After 4 round trips to Chile and back under Captain Schmidt, Captain Wilhelm Junge took over the ship's command in 1907 and successfully completed another 8 round trips. On the 27th of January 1913, the Pangani, fully loaded with cement, coke and general cargo, Dutch earthenware, glassware, and grain hand mills, began her 13th voyage from Antwerp to Chile. In the English Channel, north of Cape La Hague at midnight, she was rammed level with the foremast by the French 817 GR steamer Frane from Bordeaux. Many of the sailing crew were thrown out to sea by the impact. Captain Junge let out the sails to relieve the masts, from which the shrouds had been torn. He also gave the order to make the lifeboats ready. Captain Bryant of the Frane also had the lifeboats launched, and the sailors threw out life buoys. The Pangani sank within 10 minutes. Only 4 of the Pangani crew were rescued: the first officer, 2 sailors, and the cabin boy. The Frane continued her journey to Le Havre with a dented bow, where she spent several months in dry dock being repaired. On the 23rd of May 1913, the Maritime office met in Hamburg to investigate the accident. After questioning the survivors of the Pangani and the crew of the steamer Frane, the Maritime office came to the conclusion that the accident had been the fault of the steamer's management, in particular because the steamer's lookout post was not manned. This was a violation of the maritime road regulations, which was particularly serious as the ships were in a busy shipping lane. Captain Briand of the Frane admitted that, due to the ship's small crew, not having the lookout post manned was the prevailing habit on the steamer. According to the Maritime office, the entire operation on the steamer lacks the strict order that is required in the interests of shipping safety. The Maritime office did not agree with Captain Briand's statement that the Pangani's position lights were obscured by the sails as a result of a sailing maneuver, and that the Frine could not see the large barque early enough in the darkness. For the reasons mentioned above, the Maritime Office held the management of the steamer Frine solely responsible for the accident. According to the maritime regulations, the steamer was required to give way to the sailing vessel. The steamer Frine had not fulfilled this obligation. The wreck of the Pangani lies at a depth of 70 meters at position 50 degrees 1 minute 18 seconds north, 1 degree 47 minutes 38 seconds west, and broke into two pieces behind the bow. It was identified in September 2007 by finding the ship's bell. The sinking of the Pangani joins the losses of 4- and 5-masted ships of the Laeisz shipping company, the Preußen in 1910, Pitlochry in 1913, and Petschili in 1919.